Hello, everyone. I know this topic might be polarizing, but you don't have to believe me. You have to verify everything for yourself. Plus, my aim is not to convince, just to inspire analytical thinking. Many people are searching for the secret of long life. They question the elderly, investigate their lives, whether longevity is the question of genetics, circumstances, attitude. I'm not interested in this question. Not because I'm relatively young and I don't see myself in old age. There are very few examples of happy old age. And not even because I'm convinced that we are reborn as many times as we wish. And I'm not talking about purely spiritual reincarnation, because there are scientific evidences of it. Just think it over. Each atom in our body is older than the solar system, which means these atoms rearranged themselves billions of times. So there could have been lots of me's before, and there can be lots of us after we are gone. Plus, there are much worse things than physical death, because many people die young, although they keep breathing for decades. Let me explain. If someone comes from hardship, one doesn't even dare to dream of a better life. In this case, we can hardly talk about a living person. Anyone who faces disaster, any kind of disaster, will never fully recover. But there are also cases when, from the outside, it seems that a person has a perfect life. One has career, prosperity, family, everything. But if one loses motivation or feels empty inside, that person is not alive. In the light of these, I am searching for the key of wholesome life. And in accordance with my experience, I tried to gather its possible components, but it's not a set guide. It can vary from personality to personality, from life situation to life situation. Moreover, I didn't include fundamental things like health, wealth, security, because if they are under a critical level, again, we are not talking about life, we can talk only about survival. And whoever tells you that wealth is unimportant, run from them, because they are either ignorant or manipulators. Wealth is important, but it's not to be confused with the obsession with material goods. That's unhealthy, of course. But the lack of wealth leads to lack of energy, and the lack of energy is the cause of various disorders. So let us proceed with the list. Physical work, mental work, creative work. We all need a vocation, a calling, a mission, I would challenge, because the aim of most people is to leave a legacy. What's more, idleness is the most harmful thing because it leads to destruction and self-destruction. rest, sleep. Neither of these must be neglected because the organism can handle a lot. But at a certain point, it will say enough. And that's when an illness or an injury will force a person to rest. Balanced nutrition, food, drink, these have to be healthy and natural, but not only. They also have to be enjoyed, because that's the case when they provide us with the needed energy. Movement. Well, it doesn't have to be exaggerated or forced. It's enough to go for a walk, to do some exercises, to dance. The most important is to be in motion, because everything in the universe is in motion. Prayer. It's very important to emphasize that it has nothing to do with religion. It's about the connection to the universe, to the source, to a higher self. Prayer should be said with trust and gratitude, and most importantly, in our own words. Meditation. I'm not good at meditation, I must confess, because my mind is restless and it just won't go quiet. Nevertheless, in meditation, even I experience that flow, and lots of revelations come to me while meditating. Being present in the present. It's good to remember. It's good to plan. But only the current moment is what we can truly live. Proximity to nature. Quality relationships. We can learn from everyone. But we feel good only with people we love, or at least like, with whom we respect and want to follow their life path, with whom we resonate and whom we need. All the rest should be let go of. Yes, even if it's a family member. Discipline, routine, me time. If we don't have much free time, a strict schedule will help us to stay composed and manage everything. Those who have a lot of free time will use it usefully and meaningfully. Joys of life. Activities that develop us, bring us joy, fulfillment, creation. What is creation? Everything. Literally everything. We create while cooking. That's why the spiritual state in which we cook is very important. If we fear or feel angry, we must not cook, because we prepare poison. And in a wider sense, we create everything with our thoughts. Whatever we give energy to will be manifested. Learning, discoveries, traveling. The highest level of freedom and independence. Love. It starts with loving ourselves. You will not be able to love anyone if you don't love yourself. And it ends with the universal love. And finally, a warning to each of us. Let's do our best to live a wholesome life right away. Anything can happen to anyone, anytime. Only here and now is truly ours. A shift of eras is going on, and our tomorrow is uncertain. But we must try to create a worthwhile tomorrow. Thanks for watching. If you like this video, please share it with your friends. If you didn't like it, share it with your enemies. See you soon.